Cyrus, your nickname is Black Dynamite. That's quite a superstar nickname to live up to. How'd you get that nickname?
Actually, I live in Thailand, so my neighbors, there's two girls, one from France and one from Australia. They seen a movie called Black Dynamite. I had never seen it before, and they said that I remind them a lot of that guy, so they started calling me Black Dynamite, and it just stuck. More than any other ring name I was ever given, that name stuck, like, worldwide.
So since girls gave it to you, was it because of prowess outside of the ring too, then?
No comment.
You trained in Thailand, very well-known gym to Americans. I know Tiger, Muay Thai, and MMA, they take a lot of Westerners in their camp. Mm-hmm. What's it like training in Thailand?
Training in Thailand is great. I mean, it's simple life, you know. Live and fight. Live, fight, and eat, that's it, you know what I mean? But you don't fight, you don't eat, you know what I mean? If you're a professional, you don't fight, you don't eat. You don't get paid very much for the fights, but it doesn't take a lot of money to get by in Thailand anyway. But I got a contract in China, so I mean, I was making pretty decent money. I'm not saying pretty decent money, you know what I'm saying? And training some fighters and stuff like that. So, but living in Thailand is great, man. Train, wake up, go train, come home, shower, eat, wake up, and go train again.
How'd you hook that up? How'd you end up there?
Actually, the camp that I'm no longer training at that camp anymore, but the camp that I was training at, me and the guy back in 2007, we talked on the internet, and we just worked out a deal. He said he wanted to help me, and I said that I was going to represent his camp to the fullest, and that was that.
There's a lot of people that want to do a trip like that, to go to Thailand and train. What's your advice on for people who don't have any experience traveling internationally? If someone's going to do a trip like that, what's your advice to someone?
I tell them definitely make sure that they contact the camp that they're going to, and the camp knows the exact day that they're showing up at the airport, so that they can send someone to pick them up. And then from there on, the camp will help them out with getting accommodation. They maybe can have that stuff pre-booked before they even get there, you know what I mean? But the camp will help them out with accommodation, finding places to eat and stuff like that, so they don't feel so alone when they're there, you know what I'm saying?
And the Thai people are pretty helpful? Like, you don't feel like
they're friendly people. Yeah.
And tell us about your style. You know, if someone looks up your style on YouTube, there's a lot of flashy stuff. It's a real exciting style.
I never meant for it to be that way, but I've been in martial arts since I was 5, you know what I mean? And it started with Kempo Karate, 10 years old, stayed in Taekwondo for 3 years until I was like about 13, got a black belt, started doing some boxing and stuff when I got in high school, and Muay Thai at the end of high school, you know? I've been doing Muay Thai for about 11 years. And I never meant for it to be flash, you know. I meant for it to blend effectively, you know what I mean. Everything that I learned from every martial art, I wanted to blend with Muay Thai and to make it my own Muay Thai, you know. And that's what I feel I've done, and it's effective.
So, your advice to people is, in terms of how do you do that? How do you blend all the styles together? Because there are other people that have trained in other styles too.
It just takes time, man. It just takes time. Like I've been in Thailand since 2008, you know. And right now, I'm finally like getting the recognition that I feel like I deserve for all the hard work that I put in. You know, I was fighting every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? For a long time, I fought 35 times in 2 years, from 2009 up until January 26th of this year. You know what I'm saying? 35 times. So I put my work in to make it blend effectively.
And do you watch MMA at all? Are you a fan of mixed martial arts?
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm planning on stepping into MMA. I got some things on the table, some pretty big things on the table right now. And I've been working on my ground game, so you'll be seeing me in the cage real soon. And I've done MMA fights in the past, but I didn't train properly for them. So my record's like 0-2. I lost both the fights. They were good fights. I could have won them both as well, but I just didn't train properly for them. I didn't have enough time to. But yeah, you'll definitely be seeing me in the cage.
Who do you seek MMA training with?
Right now I'm training with my good friend of mine, Paul Bowers. He's the Muay Thai coach and ground coach for George Gurgel and Rich Franklin over in Ohio. Okay. But he has his gym up in Battle Creek, Michigan. That's where I train at with him.
And that's where you're originally from, right? Michigan?
Yep, Michigan, yeah. Saginaw.
Who are, in terms of the MMA players, which stand-up artists do you like watching? Who do you think has some of the better stand-up in MMA?
You know, I'm not gonna act like I watch a lot of MMA, but I do watch some. And there's not like that one person, but there's a few. Like I like John Jones, obviously. John Jones. I like watching Anderson Silva because he's really slick. You know what I mean? Like what he does isn't really Muay Thai, like his kicks and stuff, because they're more snap kicks. But what he does is really slick with all the boxing and the weaving and stuff like that. Back in the day, it used to be Chuck Liddell because he was just knocking everybody out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a few people, man, I like to watch fire stand up.
And are you splitting your time between living here in the United States and abroad? Where are you traveling to around the world?
Man, in the past 2 years, I've been to like Uzbekistan. I go to China like regularly. Myanmar, because I'm doing 2 more bare knuckle fights this year.
Wow.
I mean, Russia. I've been to Russia, Uzbekistan, Australia, like a lot of places, man. Malaysia, you know what I mean? Like a lot of places.
Those bare knuckle fights, what is that, Bando or?
Oh, just bare knuckle fights in Myanmar. I don't know Muay Thai, Muay Katia is what they say in Thailand. I don't know what they say in Burmese, but it's Muay Katia is the name for it in Thailand.
And how do you adapt your style to that?
Actually, like, there's no adapting at all, because it's like a sanctioned street fight pretty much, except you just can't fight on the ground. Headbutts, everything's legal, so it's like you're free, you know what I mean?
That's some hardcore stuff. What?
It's just fight.
What makes someone, people talk about putting it online in mixed martial arts, but you step into a sport where headbutts and the elbows and all that stuff that's pretty hardcore too.
I guess if people look at it that way, I guess that is pretty hardcore. Muay Thai itself is pretty. It's a little more demanding on the body because you only focus on one art, and to fight and train the Thai way is really difficult. You train twice a day, 5-6 days a week. It's hot. It's very hot, and you fight very often. You know that's why you hear Muay Thai fighters with 300 to 400 fights, because you fight like twice a month, all the time. So yeah, it's pretty hard.
And you've got some stuff on in the horizon here in the States. Tell us what you've got planned coming up.
Somebody made a fight offer for me, but through someone else, through Lion Fight Promotion. So I'm currently waiting for them to contact me, and we'll see what happens with that. If they give me, even a small title shot, then I stay and do the fight, you know what I mean? Because I need to get my name out more here in the States. Like, I'm an American, so I want to get my name out more here in the States. And we'll see what happens with that. I hope it happens, so we'll see.
You talk about making your mark here in the States. The reason why we're talking to you today is you just finished a seminar here at BIMA Chicago. If someone wants to bring you in to train with you and learn from you, how should they contact you, Cyrus?
They can contact me right on this card, my email or Facebook, Cyrus Washington or Black Dynamite is my athlete page. And I got videos on YouTube. Just type in Cyrus Muay Thai. Just contact me on the internet, email or Facebook.
And you come out and teach. What can someone expect to learn from you at one of your seminars?
They can expect to learn authentic Muay Thai, Dutch kickboxing that I learned from Freddie King, who's a K1 fighter, and a blend of my own style as well, and things that I like to do when I'm in the ring that are effective. That don't just look good, but they're effective.